You're welcome to the business zone. The business zone is a blender. However, we do not blend food items. We blend ideas, dreams, hopes to produce a percentage of realities. Today's episode, we are going to be looking at how to put your business ideas into reality. So if you are watching this video now, you might have watched the first episode, which is titled How to Generate Great Business Ideas. If not, then you have to search for that video or subscribe to this channel in order to watch that video. Now, putting your business idea into reality passes through three processes. The first process is testing it with the business model canvas, then the business concept statement, then finally the business plan itself. So today we are going to look at the first part, which is the business model canvas. The business model canvas, as we all know what a model is a diagrammatic representation of an idea. So if a constructor or a builder is going to build a house, he needs the model of the building. So just like in the business world, where you have to put your idea in a model form so that you can test the idea to know how feasible the idea will be when you finally put it into action. So the business model canvas is divided into 9 blocks, which are known as the 9 building blocks of a business model canvas. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these 9 building blocks are interconnected so that you can actually test how your ideas will be feasible. So the first part of the business model canvas is the value proposition section. This section talks about the value you are producing or providing to your customers. What value are you giving out to people so that they will give out their money in exchange for that value? So the second part is the customer segment. After identifying the value you will be providing, you now move on to the customer segment. Who are your customers? Which people are going to need the value that you are creating, being it a product or service? Then from there you come to the channel. The channel talks about how you are going to get the value to your customers in order to get their money as revenue. So the channel links the value proposition to the customer segment. Then from the channel we go to the customer relation. After knowing who your customers are, how are you going to maintain these customers? How are you going to reach them, get these customers and maintain them? If you already have them, how do you maintain them and how do you get new or potential customers? Then we move to the key activities. What will be your key activities? What are you actually performing? If you are in the manufacturing industry and you are producing something, what are you actually producing? Then the key resources. What are the resources that you need in order to produce your activity? So all the major key resources that you need, you have to list them in this section. Then from there we go to the key partners. The key partners section talks about your partners, which people are going to help you put your business idea into reality or help you give the value to your customers. In most cases, new businesses will not be able to render or produce their product or render their service alone. They will need help from external parties, which are the key partners. So if you are going to give your value to customers, will you need any external party to help you do that? Then you list those parties here in your key partners section. Then from there we go to the cost structure. The cost structure talks about how you can, the cost structure talks about the cash outflow from your business. What are your major costs in order to put your business idea into reality or render your value to your customers? You list all those costs under this section. Then from there you go to the revenue streams. This also talks about the cash inflow into the business. What are the streams or channels through which cash will flow into your business? So you list all those channels here. So this is an example of a business idea with the business title Home Phones. Home Phones is a business idea established by a young man who realized that in a community called Off Town, there are no mobile phone shops, and in order to get access to mobile phones, you have to travel very long distances to get such items. So he had the idea to sell mobile phones to this community, and so in doing so, he found out that the value he will be providing to these people in the community is availability and accessibility to mobile phones and accessories, affordable at affordable prices to them, and provision of mobile phone repair services also to them. And which people will be his customers? Young and adult phone buyers in the community, which is called Off Town. So these people are going to need the value Home Phones is going to render or provide. Then how will he now connect this value to these people? Through retail services. So he's now going to use retails, as people who need the phone will now come to him to get access to the phone. Now, after he has now identified these customers, how will he be able to maintain them? That comes to the point of customer relation. He said he's going to give them 2 months sales warranty and also give them discount on repairs of phones bought from his shop. So if you buy a phone from this young man, he's going to give you 2 months warranty. So within 2 months, if the phone is faulty or has a problem, you can return it for a new one. Then if you've purchased a phone from him and after some time the phone got spoiled and you return it to him for repairs, he will now give you a discount on the repair services. So these are the 2 things he's going to use to maintain his customers and get access to new potential customers. Then from there we move on to the key activities. In order to render this value to these customers, what are the activities, the major activities that he's going to perform? So he said his major activities are going to be sale of mobile phones and accessories and repair of mobile phones. So these are the major activities that he will perform in order to give out this value to his customers. Then in order to perform these activities, he needs certain resources, which are the key resources. So what are the resources that he will need? He said he needs a container or a store, which is a mobile phone shop. That is a premises where he can now sell out his mobile phone. So that is his major resource. Then from there, he said he can't render this service alone. So he will need help from external bodies, which are the key partners. Which means Home Phones does not produce phone on its own, and he also does not import phones. So he needs an importer of phones, which is Freddy's Corner Phones and Accessories. This person sells phones in bulk he does wholesale of mobile phones. So Freddy's Corner will now be the external party who will supply phone to home phones, so that he can now retail these mobile phones to his customers. And he also need Madam Alicia, who is the owner of the container or the store which home phone needs to rent. So Madam Alicia will be the one to rent this store to home phone. So Madam Alicia is also a key partner to home phones, as he rents his shop to home phones for his business purposes. Then after you've identified all these things, you come to the financials. The financials section, we have the cost structure and the revenue stream. Now home phones will now have to realize that in order to render this value to his customers, he will incur certain costs. So he realized that he's going to incur a rental cost, the cost of renting the store from Madam Alicia. Then also, since he's into selling of mobile phones, he is going to incur what we call selling and distribution costs to his customers. Then after identifying this cost structure, then home phones now realize that he is going to get revenues from sale of mobile phones and accessories. So as he sells the mobile phones and customers pay him, he's going to make revenue out of the sales. Also, he's going to receive an amount of money from repair of the mobile phones to his customers. So this also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and thank you for watching. See you next time.